All righty, everybody, away we go. Welcome to today's call. It is Friday, March 19th of 2021. This is the Realty Classroom Sales Training Call. So I know that some of you, you didn't call me, Chris, right before this. So you and Kathy wanted to get right at this. So why don't you tell me what we have going on and we can go from there.
Yeah, Kathy just called me. Her power went out like 5 minutes ago.
Okay, that's not going to work.
She doesn't know what's going on there, so she'll be honest.
Okay. All right.
If by chance her power comes up.
Got it. We'll move along. Maxie Russell. Maxie Russell, you good to go? Guys here yet? Or whoever, Ann, you had something for me, but you didn't resend it yet. I'm looking for that one too. So let me know who's here. I know people.
I sent you one.
Carla?
I sent you one, Danny. It's Carla. You told me I'd be the first one up.
Yeah. Okay, Carla, where is it though? I don't see it. Danny.Griffin at therealtyclassroom.com.
Yep. It was yesterday.
Okay. Try to send them the day of, so it's right at the top. Let's see what we got here. Carla. Okay. I think I got you
Taylor.
Here.
The name is Taylor.
All right. Let's see what happens here. Alice Taylor. Let's see if this opens up.
Yep.
You guys still have a funky way of doing this. You got to get him with Allison. All right. Here we go.
Alice Taylor.
That's me. Who's calling?
Hi, Alice. This is Carla. I'm calling from Remax Champions. I'm calling you because I saw your beautiful home online and noticed that it didn't sell last year. So I'd like to send you some information that will help you sell it next time. May I do that?
How would you send it?
By mail, ma'am. It would go to 18016 Mauna Loa Street in Hesperia, 92345.
Yes.
Okay, wonderful. And if you don't mind me asking, it looks like a beautiful property. Why are you trying to sell it?
Well, it's just me and my husband, and it's huge. And, we're at the age where we want to get a smaller home with not a big property.
Okay, and on a scale of 1 to 10, how motivated are you right now on trying to sell it?
Well, if we get the right price, I'm motivated.
Okay. Let me do this. Since you are so highly motivated, I'd be happy to have our agent, Jeanette, deliver the package herself. She'll stop by and give you some of her insights to help you sell it next time. Can I do that for you next week?
Well, it'd be better if you mail it, and we'll take a look at it.
Okay, no problem. I will get it out in the mail tomorrow, and I will follow up with you next week, a week from today. Again, my name is Carla with Remax, so I'll follow up. I'm sending you a 7-step seller plan, and I'm going to also include a list of properties with pictures and details that sold in your price range while you were on the market. So I'll do that for you as well. It comes in a nice manila package, and I'll follow up a week from today.
All right.
All right. Thank you so much. You have a nice rest of your week, and we'll talk to you then.
Okay.
All right. Thank you. Take care.
Thank you.
All right. You tell me what you think.
I thought it went well.
Yeah. Well, be more. I meant more specifically. It is a good call. So, So what went well?
Yeah, I thought it went well. She told me she wants to downsize. She's older.
Yeah,
lady.
that's not. I'm talking about you. Give yourself a self-assessment here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I followed. I have in front of me, Danny. Your beat 1. Your beat 2. I've got it right in front of me. So I'm trying to really focus on just exactly get to the nitty gritty, just, follow through. I don't want to get, I thought it went well.
Okay. On a scale of 1 to 10, give yourself a grade.
I'd say an 8.
Okay, good. So what's the 2? What's the 2 points that you can improve on?
The only thing I can think that I could improve on was when she said, I want to downsize, where would you like to move? Yeah. When would you like to move? I think those are the 2 things that I missed out on.
Yeah, good. I think that's probably one of the things. And the other thing is it's almost like you feel obligated to keep talking. I think you're uncomfortable when, it's short, right? You're comfortable filling in space with talking. I'd like to see you get even more comfortable with
Okay.
not talking. It's going to sound ironic, but when you go to explain to her what's in the package, you didn't need to do that. You're just going to send you some information. I'll call you next week to make sure you got it. That's why I'm calling you next week. Not, remember, I'm this gal from Remax. Stop talking.
Right.
Doesn't matter.
I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
yeah, it doesn't matter. It's none of that matters. She's elderly. You did a great job, and you stuck to the yellow brick road, which makes the call totally efficient. You're executing at a very efficient level when you make a call like this, and that call went well. She definitely sounds like she has a real reason to sell. So now that call goes out. You tried to close her for the appointment. Wonderful. That was the upsell. Gee, since you have such a big reason to sell, could I send somebody out there? Well, why don't you send this first? Okay. So now you send it. It gets there. She's elderly. I bet she does see it. I bet she does open it up. People that are older tend to look at that mail. They've been conditioned for many, 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 many years to go to the mailbox, look at it, open it, and go through it. Right. So I think that's good. But again, it's all about them. It's all about them. It's all about them. Keep getting that through your head. So they don't really care who you are. She's not going to remember who you are, but you're just getting that permission, and it's sort of a heads up. Something's coming in the mail. Now, the faster you fulfill, we talked about this yesterday in the mastermind where I think, Dean had a big epiphany yesterday where all of a sudden he realized the package is ordered. So who's ever putting these packages together, it sounds like Jeanette, that needs to go out immediately, because your job is to then subsequently call. There should be no delay. These should be daily orders fulfilled. Like, think Amazon, right? We get an Amazon package sometimes in the same day. That's how quick fulfillment is. That's what customer service is. The faster this can get out in the mail and you can return that call and make that connection, the sooner you can find out what the next logical step is, right?
Yes.
So it's now all about precision with Jeanette. And in Sonia, if it was one of hers, same thing, right? So that's where you're at right now. So, but again, you can see how vastly improved this is. I mean, it's dramatically improved. And the simple reason is you just sticking to the plan, right?
Yes. Just so you know, I have up on my computer, I think I sent you a photo. I have beat 1, beat 2.
Yeah.
That's all I have in front of me.
Yeah.
I have customized seller plans, photos, details of your home that's sold in your area from MLS, multiple listing service. I have everything that I need in front of me. That's all I'm focusing on is expired list. And I have it beat 1, beat 2. That's it. That's all I have in front of me.
Yeah.
So it's helping. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. Good. Well, you look at the difference. I mean, it's we're struggling to really kind of be all over microeconomics of what happens here. Okay. So
thank you.
Okay. Hey, listen, in the chat today, I would like to see questions. Okay. I don't need Autumn to go sit there and, just be alone over there. We should have some questions in the chat today too. So if you're, an interior member of the Realty Classroom versus just eavesdropping somewhere, you should post questions in there as we go through a call. Okay. This should be a very interactive telemarketing call. All right. Maxie, Russell, do I have you?
I'm here.
Okay. Hi, Maxie. How about Russ?
I'm here.
Hi, guys. All right, guys, I have you queued up here too. Anything you want to tell me about this stuff?
Like the lead that the recording we sent you?
Yes, I have one from Maxie, and I have Cheat and Kumar. Is that who you sent me?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go with you first. A follow-up buyer call. I was a bit not sure why. Call was pretty straight to the point, but I forgot to ask why he was looking to make. Okay, again, same thing. You're calling it out before. Carla. The whole idea, and this is what I think is tough about these calls. We forget what we're doing here. You know what I mean? And the idea is, in Maxie and Russell, we spent a lot of time on the database with Duran this week. So, that's the idea, is we're looking for that top 20. So the reason for asking why somebody's going to make a move and then clarifying it with the scale of 1 to 10 question is to see if that's our real prospect, right? Is that a real prospect? So remember why we're doing this. So let's see what happens here. Let's open this.
Hello.
Hi, Chetan.
Hey, who's this?
It's Russell with Weisbart and Associates Real Estate.
Just checking back. Last time we spoke, you mentioned that you're gonna start looking again for a home sometime this spring.
Yeah, I have. Yes.
Okay, so that's still the plan.
Yeah, that is the plan. Yes.
Okay. So, what's your timeline? Are you looking to buy as soon as you find the right home, or do you need a few months to get ready?
Oh no. As soon as I can find something.
As soon as you find something. Okay. Do you right now, by the way, or do you own a home?
Sorry, go again.
Are you currently renting now, or do you have a home you might
No,
need to
renting. No, renting.
Okay, you're renting. Okay. So, on a scale of 1 to 10, how motivated are you?
10.
10. Okay. Well, do you have a realtor to help you out when the time's right?
No, I don't know.
Okay, well, I have an idea. What if we can get you priority access to property listings from all the different real estate companies? And this would come directly from the source of information, which is the Northwest MLS. So you'll be able to get a notification the moment a property that fits your criteria hits the market, even before it shows up on any public website. Would this be helpful for you?
Yeah, that would be helpful. Yeah, definitely.
Great. So when can we schedule a virtual meeting with one of our agents so they can get that set up for you? Are you available mornings or afternoons?
I think I can do morning next week.
Sometime next week, next morning, in the morning next week.
Yeah.
How does Monday sound? Like it.
Monday I could do 11. Yeah, Monday 11 I can do. Yeah.
11 on Monday.
Yeah.
And by the way, so what's going to happen is our agent will give you a call at 11 on Monday. They'll set up the search for you, but more importantly, they'll go over our buying plan because in this current market, it's just a really hot market. The good deals are getting sold right away, so it's important to be prepared once you do find your perfect home, and we have just a plan to help you out with that. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. So is this the best number to reach you at? Is this your cell phone number?
It is, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the email address I have, that's loveash@gmail.com?
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah.
Perfect. And by the way, what areas are you interested in so I can connect you with the right agent?
We're living in Samame, Shishakwa, Redmond, Bellevue, Kirkland, so everything east side of Seattle downtown.
Okay. So east side, right? Okay. Did you have a price range in mind?
Comfortable with anything below 1.5.
Below 1.5 million?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah, so I'll pass this information to our agent, and they'll give you a call Monday at 11. And can you do me a favor, by the way? If anything comes up and you need to reschedule or anything, could you just let me know directly? I'll have my contact information in the email I'll be sending you shortly.
Okay. Yeah, that works.
Okay. All right. Thanks for your time.
Yep. Perfect.
All right, go ahead. Tell me, give yourself a grade, a scale of 1 to 10.
Yeah. An 8.
Okay, good. So what's
7,
the
8?
what's the gap to the 10?
I guess I don't know. I might have just drank some coffee. I seemed like I was going a little fast, maybe.
Okay.
Like I don't know. And then I forgot to ask him why he was
What happens? He was talking
going to make a move.
What is the deal with
Hey guys.
Sometimes what happens is they go.
Hello.
They have wrong address. They have wrong
Jake.
whatever it is when they're.
I got him. Okay, go ahead. Sorry about that. Hey guys, remember we're muted up here. Go ahead, Russell. Again, sorry I got distracted by that. I wanted to hear your self-critique.
I forgot to ask why he was looking to make a move or why he was buying.
Yeah,
a home.
well, I think it sounds good. I think you're going there. I just, for me, the logic. Let me ask you at the end before I critique it. At the end, you started asking him questions about where and how much. Why did you start it at that point there, at the end? I'm asking a process question so that when there's a success, this is clearly, Russell, a success. An appointment is being booked. That's a success. So I'm thinking process here. I'm thinking to myself, well, what is he doing here? Why is he asking this guy questions?
Yeah. So, well, first of all, Dawn wants those are the two main criteria that he wants, and if we were to ask that he wants to get, and I guess I didn't really talk about it in the beginning. And that's the problem, is that this is all the right stuff,
but it's cut and pasted. And, you know, Autumn's reaction to you early was that you weren't with him. Then you were, and it was effective. But I would agree that I thought in the beginning, it felt a little disjointed to me. So I was trying to track it myself and figure out like where you were going with this, right? Because I felt you had it. But I heard the same thing she heard. There was an enormous amount of the use of the question mark early on, right? You sounded very like, is this okay? Is that okay? It's a strange sound because you have a very authoritative voice. That's when you're on, but it was almost like there's a different. You're putting on airs. I think it's like a different persona you're creating, almost to be softer. I think that's what guys do sometimes when they're trying to be, something that they're not. You're trying to be a softer approach here, and it's ending up with a lot of question marks at the end. It was still effective, but I mean, you're a pro, so let's go into the deeper level of this. I think what needs work is the organization of the chunks. The chunks themselves were effective, clearly. I mean, you get there and you end it, but and you keep him engaged. I mean, I think the reason why it sounds like a tough call is he's very quick and short with his answers, but he's interested. And then I think, like Carla's call, telemarketers are comfortable doing what? Talking. So telemarketers and salespeople, for that matter, we tend to talk too much. And I think at times that's what's happening. You're talking too much, right? And and you're asking the question, great, you're ready to go. So the next thing that we do is we set you up on the Northwest MLS, which is you don't have to ask him. Take control of this. You already have this guy, right? Take control of it. Say, look, the next thing we do with our clients, that's a very authoritative statement. The next thing we do with our clients is we get them set up on a different system, which is direct to the Northwest MLS. This thing is direct access. It's the same. It's the place that all public sites get there. You get priority access, and you'll need it in this hot market. Make that more conversational and authoritative. It's like the duh moment. When somebody's ready to move to the next level, act as if it's a no-brainer and just grab them by the collar and say, wonderful, here's what's next, right? Here's what's next. And we have all these word whiskers that come up because we're insecure in those pregnantly silent moments, right? There's this big pregnant pause where there's nothing in there and we feel we're supposed to fill it. Just get through your hierarchy. And I think it would serve you well to do what Carla did because you could hear the structure in her voice. Now she's just editing down the words, right? But we built it the other day like an outcome. It's a flow chart gives you an outcome. I say this, he says this or this. When he says that, I go here. It's a flow chart, very simple because these calls are all formulaic and your formula is there. It's just that your flow chart was a little screwed up. See, it's all of a sudden like at the end, that's why I asked it. You have this afterthought. Oh, shoot. Duran wants to know how much and where. Shoot. Whereas in the beginning, hey, Russell, it's Danny Griffin calling from Griffin Realty Group. The reason I'm calling is because we chatted a couple of weeks ago about you making a move. And I just want to double check back in and see that that's still the case. You're still thinking about making a move, right? Yeah. Hey, by the way, while I have you, why you want to buy a place? We just right there. It's right there. You're picking up where you left off or you are in this initial call. It's no big secret. I mean, if you've already served him, did he come in through sync or what was he? What kind of lead was he?
He was a really old Zillow lead.
Okay, cool. So I know that once upon a time you had been looking at Zillow. I reaffirmed the context. Boom. Sync back in his head. Zillow had contacted us about you once upon a time and we had some conversation. And I know this was a little closer to when you're thinking about buying. You still thinking about buying a house? Well, yes, I am. Super. And where were you hoping to buy it? Great. What price range? Great. Right? You could do it all right up front because he has the interest. You've connected him to Zillow, Sync, Z-Bar, whatever. You've connected him. He's reconnected. And now you're just taking him on the journey where he belongs. You assume the relationship at that point in time. It's not pushy. It's just logical. right? Because you're still helping him. You're not grabbing him by the collar and saying, you are my client. You're helping him. Wonderful. The next logical step for somebody, now that you're off Zillow, is to get direct into the Northwest MLS, because in there, you're going to get priority access before other buyers who are waiting for the public sites. It's right there. That's the spot. So I'm going to take those areas, that price range, I'm going to set you up, right? So that's the type of thing. Or I'm going to have the agent is there, right? So Russell, what I'd like you to do is kind of draw it out. And when we talk next week with Duran, the three of us, I'd like to hear a little bit more from you about flow. Okay. The real flow. And so outcome, because these outcomes are always pretty much the same, right? Cool. Yeah. Russ?
Yeah.
Got it. But it's good. The tone, the articulation, get rid of the question marks, be more authoritative, and get your flow right. That's my critique this week.
All right.
Yeah. Very good, though. Very good.
Thanks.
Yeah. Very good. I mean, that's high level critique, buddy. That's high level because you were effective. So let's celebrate the win. You were effective. You booked an appointment. That's good news, right? So good job.
All right. Thanks.
Yep. Maxie.
Yep.
All right. Here we go. Angela.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. So I'm seeing with your own notes already that you gave me that the call is very long. I'm seeing a theme with you that's long. But remember, I think it was last week or 2 weeks ago, I gave you 5 out of 5 gold stars. You were really good. Okay. So sometimes long's not the worst thing if a connection is being made, and a lot of the length is because they're talking at you, as long as you can pull them back in. But the theme so far is with 2 pros, Carla, and Russell. Let's get rid of the word whiskers that we don't need, because that could cut back the time. So let's see what issue it is in a long call. But again, we're going to celebrate the win. The meeting was set. So this is great that you two are sending me victories, but yet we can still make victories better. That's a higher level training opportunity for us and coaching. So here we go. Let's see where we go.
Hello.
Hi, Angela.
Hi.
Good evening. This is Maxie with Wise Barth and Associates. I got your text message. Is this a good time?
Oh yeah. Hi, Maxie. So give me a second. Let me turn off my chat mail and I'll talk to you.
Sure. Take your time.
Hold on a second. Hold on. Yeah, I'm back. Hi,
Awesome.
Maxie.
All right. So you came in through one of our property search websites, SeattleHomeBuyersGuide.com, and I wanted to make sure
yeah.
we're sending you the right properties and listings. So you put in here Bothell, Covington.
Oh yeah. So actually, I'm looking for the entire King County. I mean, if possible. So first of all, Maxie, would you mind if you can tell me? I think are you working for? And also, what kind of the maybe the service nature? I mean, for the customer, and also what is the nature of your property? Yeah. So if you can give me some information, that would be good. Yeah, because when I look at the website, I didn't really pay a lot of attention about the nature, but I see that it is for the discount property, right?
Discount property. Are you? What type of properties are you looking for?
Good. Good segment.
Yeah, because I'm looking for the foreclosure or the bank owned those property. I thought this website is for that type of nature, because I Google I put down my criteria in the Google, and then it pop up with your website. So I thought that maybe your company is working for your customer. I mean, for this type of the nature, provide this kind of service.
Okay, our real estate firm, Angela, is not predicated on a discounted model. This is not a discount brokerage. I would just like to be very honest on set. However, your question about foreclosures, bank-owned properties, there may not be that many anymore. It's a very competitive market right now. But tell you what, You're looking around the King County area. Is that right?
Right. Yeah.
I'd love to connect you with my partner who specializes in these areas, and that way we could give you insights on where the best buys are. And we could also throw in off-market deals. And these are homes or properties from need-to-sell sellers that are not listed online because the owners or the sellers themselves did not sign up or got an agent. But I wanted to find out more about what you guys are looking for because, of course, wanted to make sure that we are sending you these type of properties so you're not missing out on deals and opportunities that exactly fit your criteria. So the text message that you sent me was you're looking for a larger home. Is that right?
Yes. Correct.
Ideally, what is your maximum price point?
Yeah. So maybe around 1 million.
Okay.
So I'm looking at the Newcastle, Renton, Issaquah area, and Bellevue. I know that Bellevue, is hot. To get a larger home.
All right, I'm going to stop it for a second. My gut tells me that the call is long because she talks a lot.
Yeah, and it did have a hard time with understanding some of.
Yes. Maxie, this is really good.
Well, thank you.
This is really good. This is the second time in a row you've given me a call that is, I think Autumn made some comments here, wonderful tone. But that was so far in this call, you don't lose control. You've gone back to being authoritative. You're fully in control of this. She likes you, but you almost have what Autumn always talks about is that motherly tone to this one. And you have her. Yeah. You have her, and you're fighting through the language barrier. I think what she was saying about discounts, she wants to steal a house, right? So, but it was interesting how you said, I just want to make sure we're not a discount brokerage. And yet she doesn't go away because you're so articulate and authoritative about what you're offering her. I just thought it was really good. Yeah, you've gone up a whole new level in the last couple of calls I've heard you. I'd like to listen to some more of this just to see if this continues. Otherwise, I'm going to move on because it's good. You've given me that for the second time. And this is, I think, a good example for everybody that when a call feels like it's getting away from you, because you can't understand somebody, they're talking too quickly, there's just so much going on here, but you don't lose where you're at. I think that's the good thing. You don't lose. Do you have your flow chart of what you're saying printed at all? Is it hanging up in front of you? Is your workspace athletic, like I like to say? What does it look like for you?
I got it on my laptop, and I also have a printed papers right in front of me too. Yeah,
good. Because I think that helps everybody is that when it comes to telemarketing, if we want to sound as genuine as possible and be able to listen to them when they go off like this, it's important to not lose where we're at and what we're trying to accomplish, which is what I was trying to say to Russell, is that you need to know that when you get thrown off by all this kind of noise and confusion, you still know where you are. So let's listen to some more of it. It's a little bit long and I want to be able to, she is serving her well. I think that's Autumn's, idea is you're serving her well. And I agree. Let's go listen to some more of it. And let's see because it's very long. So I'm not going to listen to the whole thing because I think I really liked this. Let's see where it goes though. And of course it's going to get stuck on me. Hang on. Let's see if this can. Yeah, it's just tricky when you stop it and start it. Let's try again. I'll see if I can fast forward. And if not, we'll move on to the next one because it's really good. It's the second time you've given me an authoritative, really solid call that, and so was Russell's. Russell's was really good too. As far as articulating the offer, you guys have both vastly improved and you're sounding less yourselves, right? Because that's boring to somebody. Let's see what happens here if this picks me up where I was.
Time to time,
that would be good too.
Properties. There may not, so you guys are not
area, like me. Maybe around 1 million.
Okay.
So I'm looking at the Newcastle, Renton, Issaquah area, and Bellevue. I know that Bellevue, is hard. To get, a larger home. Within that price. But I will look at the one. Actually, I'm living in Victoria area right now, and I know that it's kind of pricey in Bellevue area, and then so I'm looking at maybe in Catlin, around the east side, on the east side area, like Renton, Newcastle, Issaquah, or maybe even St. Mamish, or maybe and then Kirtland, what else? Redmond. Those area, something like that.
And you said,
and also,
okay.
Yeah, and also maybe I'm also open to a possibility that maybe I have to look for a townhouse or maybe a condo, maybe with 2 bedrooms, at least 2 bedrooms, 1 bath. That my kids they can live on there. So because they're in a Seattle campus right now, so they are in school. So then if I can maybe get a townhouse or the condominium
Sure.
type. For my kids, within a reasonable price, that would be good too. Mm-hmm.
Sure. And as Angela, I wanted, so you ask pretty much what the firm, how we help our clients. I'm putting you in touch with not just an agent, but experts on the market. So you guys are not missing out on opportunities, of course, that exactly fit what you and your family are looking for. Now, based on what you told me, you're basically looking for a primary residence, and eventually you are going to be looking to buy a condo or a townhouse around Seattle for your kids. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
So 2 properties.
Yes.
Is that correct?
Yeah, I can say so. Yeah, I'm open to 1 or 2. It depends on, if something come out that's it.
All right, good. We get it. Long one, right? Again, there's hey, David, hang on. Good. That's I just, the tone is so authoritative here. But calm. And what I love you just did, you restated to her. You summarized all the noise that she just made. You were paying attention. This is a 2-way conversation because you chunked it up and you came out with what was most important. So let me get this straight. You're thinking about buying 2 houses, 1 for you, 1 for your kids. Okay. And, at some point in time, the bottom line here is close her, right? Just close her. Say, look, here's what we really need to do for you next. Okay. We need to set you up with one of the agents so that they can get you priority access to the best deals. You have to go back and give her what she wants. Okay. I think you got a little confused about her asking you for a discount versus getting discount properties. She wants a good deal. Okay. That's all it is. She wants a good deal. Who doesn't? Say, wonderful. I have the right person for you. Let me hook you up with this person, because your job is to get it to the salesperson on the outside who can figure out whether this lady is for real or not. People get themselves so worked up into a froth. Going to steal something, going to get something. Duh. Who doesn't want to go like that, right? Yeah. Who doesn't, right? So just close her. That's all. Just close her. And with the authoritative tone, you can stop all this. There's a certain point where you're being overly respectful, because really what she needs, the service that she needs, is for somebody to calm her down, bring logic to the situation, focus the whole situation. That's what she needs, right?
Yep.
Makes
I
sense?
did see Autumn's comment that she's like all over the place too.
Yeah. Well, she is. That's obvious, and that's why it's a long call. But yet it's not. So it's not you. Good news. It's not you as to why this is long. It's her. But at some point in time, don't let the tail wag the dog for too long. Just say, look, I hear you. I know what you want. You want this and this, and you summarized it, or at least close to this. So the next best step is, let's get you with somebody who can get you that deal. We can get you that deal. We can get it. Just give her the confidence, because you can. You can. And then once we start to get in, this is why I tell all of you, what's the most important information you can give either a buyer or seller? Not insight, information. What's the most important information you can get in their hands? What is it? Buyer, seller? Somebody answer. Anybody in this entire group? Yes.
Money's buying.
Yes. Amen. What is the money buying for the buyer, and what did the neighbor get for the seller? Solds are the most singularly powerful piece of information that we have in our business, most powerful, and the MLS is loaded with it. So if we can show this lady, we can get her, we can talk the dog off the bone conversation, right? See, once somebody has an idea that they're supposed to get a discount, that's their idea. They only look for the corroborating evidence for that supports that. Are you a discount brokerage? I was on Google and I discounted and I saw this, and you're a discounter, right? You're a discounter. Say, hold on. We're not a discount brokerage, but we are a company that can help you get the best deal. Is that what you're looking for? See what I mean? It's like that. And the way that we do that is we get you with one of our specialists in the field. They're going to bring you some of the great deals on paper. You can see what the money really bought. You want to see some of the best deals? Meet with the agent. And that's it. Follow?
Yep.
Just keep it that simple. And that's why we have to get you all attached as telemarketers to what we do on the outside. And if we do it correctly, all the outside sales agents should be paying attention to this. If you bring the most insightful information, which is the solds, that will allow you to give your expertise and insight on top of it. That double whammy magnetizes these people into working with you. It's very simple. It's not rocket science. But yet we get all over the place in unstructured because we're so attached to the outcome, we forget how to serve in a very organized way like that, okay? So that's it. Very simple. But again, both of you, just really good improvement, both of you. Yeah, very happy. All right, Ann, where are you?
Danny, I just got to say, Maxie, I noticed her tone, the lady in the very beginning was like, oh, Maxie.
Yes.
It was just that comfort zone. That lady felt very comfortable with Maxie. Good job, Maxie.
Yeah, no doubt.
I could tell that it was like a sense of relief. I don't know. It was very nice.
Yes.
So that's all.
Yeah, cool.
Okay.
All right, you're welcome. All right.
You're welcome.
Ann, and then Kleba, I don't know if Kathy's there and fixed her deal yet. So those are the two.
Waiting.
Okay. All right. Ann, you're up then. Ann Shaw.
I think she's muted.
Yep.
I don't think she,
Ann, you have to unmute us. Unless you have noise.
Okay. Hear me now?
Yes, we can. Yeah, you're good. Okay, so I have Timothy and I have Glenda. Anything in particular in advance of listening, or you just want to go right at it?
Timothy is a first call and just, advice on how to handle the rejection.
Yeah.
And then the second one is Glenda, who we've sent a package to.
Okay.
So
super. Let's go to Timothy.
I already know what her, okay.
Yeah, let's go to Timothy and we'll see how you get rejected here.
Hi, is this Timothy?
Yeah.
Hey, Timothy, this is Ann with Paradigm Realty. And the reason I'm calling you is I noticed your beautiful house in Lake Elsinore online today and that it didn't sell. So I did want to send you a free packet of information that will help you sell it the next time. May I do that?
That's okay. I don't need any of that type of stuff.
Okay. Did you change your mind on selling it, or?
No, just needed to get the tenants out so we could clean it up and sell it at the end of the month.
Okay. You're working with a realtor?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, like I said, this is a free packet of information. May give you some insight into how you could sell it for more. I'd be happy to send it to you if you're interested.
No, I think I'm good. It'll be up on the market at the end of the month after we clean it up. We're going to go out there tomorrow and start cleaning it up after a tenant's been in there for years, and it'll market at the end of the month.
Okay. Well, best of luck to you.
Okay. So it's easy. I don't think the rejection is anything that's not normal. You just need a couple of lines. Are you open to a second opinion? Right? I mean, was it just the tenant that was the problem? Are you still connected to the agent? You know, I mean, it's almost like you just get lost a little bit, you know? You just, it's just lack of, I think it's, in your case, it's just lack of experience, is that you just don't have the go-to lines to give it back to them. Say, oh, would you be open to it? You know, I love the opening. I tried to stop it and stop it at the opening. I love the opening. I mean, again, the improvement that's happening in this group and the opening is just fabulous. Boy, do you all sound, you're starting to find that beautiful vibe of being of service. I mean, it's really good. So I thought for you, I would say that's a 10, right? So the opening, I just think it's lack of experience. Here we go again. And by the way, in the massive mind map, which I think you had Adam had you interfered with before, like just go to the mind map, because there are frequently stated objections. And I have an answer written down for all of them. So rather than waiting for getting beaten up, just kind of look at those. You know what I mean? They're right there in front of you now. And again, great news. We're getting to evolve this to the next level. You follow me?
Yes.
So there you go. So bravo.
So I never saw a picture of Autumn's office. Did you get that?
I did not. I'm away, so I didn't have it. So yeah. So when I get back, we can certainly do that. I think, or maybe I did. Maybe I did. I'll see. I think I might have taken one. So if I did, I'll post it. Do we have you in one of the Facebook groups? You should be on one of those in the group. And if not, I'll post it there. Yeah. So I'll show it to you. Yep.
All right.
I think I did take it. I forgot. So, but I am away. So you can email me and remind me to do it. Okay. But good job here today. And let's go to the next one. Okay.
Okay.
This was good.
This woman is obviously elderly.
Yep.
So, okay.
Cool. Here we go.
Hello. Hello. Hi. Is this Glenda?
Yes.
Hey, Glenda. This is Ann from Paradigm Realty. How are you doing?
Fine, thank you.
So I'm just checking in with you. Make sure you received the package that we sent about the 7 steps in selling your house.
I think. Yes, I think I did get it.
Okay. Do you want me to set up a time to have Adam come out and take a look at your?
Okay, totally different person. It's like the tale of two yous, right? This is way off, and I think what you're forgetting is you had the authority in the first call, and then you lost it when he objected, and then you're certainly not athletically ready for this call. I mean, which is strange because it's a follow-up call. I get it when you're making rote calls over and over and over and over again, and you just can't quite get there. But in this case, you know what you're calling for. Where's your authority?
Okay.
Yeah. And again, it doesn't matter whether she's old, young, foreign. None of that matters. That's not, that's just what's going to drop down on us, and we still have to get the job done. So the job getting done is, and this is Danny Griffin calling from Griffin Realty Group. We talked last week, and I told you I would send you some information to help you sell your house next time. You have to go right back to context. Not, hi, this is, Ann, how you doing? Right? What is that? Yeah, that's not a work call. You follow me? I'm calling my friend. I call my sister. Listen to it again. Yeah, listen to it again.
We're not supposed to I get that we're supposed to follow script, but we can't treat them like friends. No.
Okay. She's not your friend. There's a difference between tone and friends. She's not your friend, and you're talking to her like a friend. See, when I call you as a friend, you hear my voice, you see my number, you know me. Hey, what's up? That's what a friend says to each other. What you don't have, why my first gut reaction is, why are you acting so familiar with this lady? Because what I think that does, it borders on phony.
Because I haven't talked to her several times.
I know, but it borders on phony. You never lose you never lose. It's subtle for you. I mean, I'm not saying you're a phony. I'm saying it borders on phony, right? It just borders on phony. I think what I always try to protect this group from doing is being like the herd. Don't be like the herd. This is a profession, right? Every call is professional. Yeah. And when you lose it, you got too familiar with her. That was the first gut reaction. right? When you go into a house and you get all,
Because I have talked to her several times.
it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Okay.
If I talk to my
Okay.
doctor 3 times, I mean, do I come in and, hey, buddy, let's open up your body and fix your, kidney
I hear
stone,
you.
right? You know what I mean?
All right, so
That doesn't
listen to
work.
the rest of the call.
Yeah. So here we go. I want you to listen to it again, and I want you to hear in your own voice what familiarity sounds. And when you start playing around like that, there's no structure to this call. Like there's no script.
Okay.
It's just not there.
Okay.
Right? Listen to it. Listen to it for yourself.
Hello.
Okay.
Hello. Hi, is this Glenda?
Yes.
Hey, Glenda, this is Ann from Paradigm Realty. How are you doing?
Fine, thank you.
So I'm just checking in with you. Make sure you received the package that we sent about the 7 steps in selling your
Yes,
house.
I think. Yes, I think I did get it.
Okay. Do you want me to set up a time to have Adam come out and take a look at your home and go over any insights that he has to, help you get it on the market?
No, I think I've decided I'm not going to sell.
You're not going to sell?
I think so.
Okay.
So,
what are you going to do? You're going to stay there? Are you going to rent it out?
yes.
That's good.
Yes, I think I am. I'm staying here.
Good. You're going to stay there? You're not going to move to your daughter's?
Not at this time.
Okay. All right. Well, if you change your mind, give us a call, okay?
Will do. All right, and thank you for checking.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay. So now there's the whole call. So let me ask you about, let's go to outcome, because
So I knew that, the reason she would, I'm sorry, what?
yeah, let me go to outcome for a second, because this is
The
something.
reason she was selling.
Hang on. Autumn, you with me? I'm going to talk to Autumn at the same time as you.
I'm with you.
Okay. So here's exactly from a database standpoint, ladies, what my obsession is. See, I don't know how to classify this lady right now. See the problem? And neither do you all. So when we leave anybody like that, and there's not a clear next step, like give us a call.
You're breaking, Danny, you're breaking up.
Okay. Am I breaking up to everybody?
You're breaking up.
Okay. Everybody else hear me besides Ann? Everybody else hear me besides Ann?
Yeah, you're fine.
I'm fine. Okay, Ann.
No.
Ann, we got.
Okay, I can hear you now.
You're fine.
Okay.
You're fine.
All right, Ann, we
Yes.
got. Yeah. Okay. So everybody, every single telemarketer and every single team leader that's live inside the Realty Classroom, this is precisely the obsession that's on the table. We are in the business of building prospects. And the best prospect is the one that's on the precipice of becoming an appointment. Okay. So the database, we're starting with this huge list of leads. We're killing ourselves to get through this list of leads. We're saying very particular things so that you're not the problem, meaning you, me, us, we're not the problem. In other words, we're able to use the right, precise language to get somebody to tell us they have a real reason to move and a timing to do so. That allows us to move them into a very clear prospect follow-up program that says the next logical time to follow up with this gal is a very precise date. In fact, Autumn has asked me to change my system to not only allow for what I want, which is auto reminders at a frequency of a week, bi-weekly, monthly, bi-monthly. I've spent 5 years building a precise system in Infusionsoft. She asked also for a particular date so that when someone says, call me a Tuesday at 3:00, we can serve 2 masters. That's how precise we are. And that's what we're going through, because with my own team, what had happened is human discretion had gotten in the way. The training was poor that we gave Autumn, and we had this mess of a database. So we have to go through and we have to give everybody precise timing and follow-up so that people don't get lost, right? So the problem at the end of this call is we don't have a clear next step.
Can I say something about the call?
Yes.
Okay. It's one of 2 things. Either you caught her when she really couldn't talk. And
she called me. That's why I think I'm a little unsure, because every time I talked to her before, she was so friendly and nice.
So, let me finish. Let me finish. Either you caught her at a bad time and you needed to find a way to ask her if there was a better time so that you could actually get the information you needed, or you were sounding so unsure in the beginning, she lost interest in talking to you and just wanted you off the phone. One of the two. And I've dealt with people like this, and I've made mistakes and had phone calls like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So again, but ladies, the training that I owe all of you, including my top producers, this is now a database issue. I talked to Maxie and Russell about this ad nauseum. The best thing that you can do, because you're going to be blown away, Mike, Annabelle, Lauren, I had to put you in the audience on Clubhouse. Everybody listening anywhere, just this is the best advice I can give today. The outcome is everything, right? That's everything. The outcome is absolutely everything. So when we get to that outcome and you don't know where to put them in the database, you don't know what to do with this lady right now. Like this, you dead-ended yourself. So say, look, how about this? How about you have the package, you get yourself, oriented to what you might do. I'll touch base with you in a couple months to see if that's going to be a long-term decision. Would that make sense? You could even ask her at this point in time. Would it be okay if I touch base with you a month from now to see if you've made a firm decision? You know what I mean? But if she's firm here, okay, wonderful. But she's elderly, so you know what's going to happen.
Well,
Hold on, let me finish. It's going to ebb and it's going to flow. She's elderly. She's clearly confused. So whatever it is, again, here we go again. At least grab the bull by the horns for your own database. Ask her, put it on her. Would it be okay if I touch base with you in a month to see how you're doing? No, I don't think so. Okay. How about 6 months? No, I don't. Okay. So you don't want me to follow up again. I would rather that kind of a call as the owner of that book than what you did. Right. Because I have certainty. And look, I don't deal in a position of scarcity in my mind's eye. There are trillions of dollars that get transacted every day, or I don't know if it's trillions every day in this business, but there are trillions every year, trillions. Yeah. So I'm not going to sit there with this nebulous database. And so I want my telemarketing team trained to get me a clear outcome, because what we're going to be doing when we manage Autumn's book is we're going to go in and talk about very specific people. Why are they on this list? And you need to defend them for yourself and me, right? And so that's what I think is the biggest takeaway from here, Ann, is your outcome dictates how you're talking, right? So the failure in this call isn't even the nebulous familiarity. It's where you end. Now we don't know. So what I would do for myself, I'd give her a month and I'd call her back and say, we talked last time. I could just hear it in your voice. And again, you could say this authoritative. I could hear it in your voice last time. You sounded, maybe, I got you at a bad time. You were a little bit confused and, I was creating a little anxiety. I just want to check back in. Because I want to be certain about how to be of service to you. And just say it. When any of you get lost, say, I want to be certain how to be of proper service to you. Right? That's very disarming, very genuine. And that's a familiarity that's acceptable, Ann. Not this other voice that you're trying to connect on tone. When you are truly of service, the way it comes out of your mouth is extremely genuine. Look, the last time it got off, I just felt like I left you hanging there. And I want to be of service to you. So tell me a little bit more about the situation. Is this something you want me to stay in touch with, keep you up to date on the market in case you change your mind about staying? Or is this something you think you definitely may? Just tell me what to do, right? Have them participate.
We did have a really good rapport, and I was just kind of shocked that, because she talked to me about how she was going to go live with her daughter and help her with her grandson and all this stuff. So, I think Autumn is probably right. Maybe I just called her at a really bad time, or her daughter said, don't talk to anyone, or I don't know. Yeah.
Well, this is an interesting thing that I was, not teaching Autumn. I guess I was. She has really good rapport with a gentleman right now. And we had no idea of the situation. And when we found out the situation, we found out very quickly and clearly there's a whole other party that has a very, very, very big say in what's happening. And I said, we ain't going anywhere until I get in front of that person. I'll guarantee you. And that's precisely what happened. So you have a daughter who has a lot to say about this. So if there's any way to find out who that daughter is and have a conversation with her. See, if you were in relationship and you found out there was another decision maker, well, wonderful. What's your daughter's number? I'd love to send her a package too, since she's helping you, right? And you get the number. Or you get the, you find out who she, if you get the address to mail her a package, then you can go to Fast People Search and look up her number and try to get in touch with her. Say, hey, I just want to let you know, I was talking to your mother and I didn't want her under too much pressure. It sounds like you're a decision maker too. Wanted to let you know I wanted to send some information out on how to help her sell her house, right? So there's a lot going on in this call here, a lot. And it's a good coaching opportunity for me because the deeper layers of decision making, elderly, your confusion. She's elderly and she's confused, right? So don't ever get too familiar. You have no idea what you're dealing with dementia or just a lapse or an emotional. I mean, there's a lot going on when people are elderly and they're moving.
Yeah.
Now
Maybe her daughter and her got in a fight or something.
There's all sorts of things, but just don't leave your database nebulous. Okay. Fight for that moment on the end of every call. I should hear everybody's call end with some certainty. Okay. Yeah. Let's write that down, please. End your call with certainty. End your call with certainty. Right? That's the key. That's the key for me. Mm-hmm. I mean, as the owner of a business, I mean, I want to teach all my agents, all my telemarketers, end every situation with certainty as to what to do next. Because if you don't, somebody else will swoop in. Right? And give them the certainty you didn't. Yes. Okay, cool. Good job though. And your beginning is, you've got your beginning down. Just bring that same professionalism and adherence to formula to the second part of it. Your familiar tone and your kind tone is a natural when you're really truly trying to be of service. And the best way to be of service is stick to the formula. Stick to it. Stick to it. Okay. It's not, yes. I'm not interested in training people in their tone before I am their system. Okay. It's the system that's not there for people. You want to serve people in a business profession. It's a system. When you go in to buy an Apple computer, it's an amazing system, right? It's not like anything else you experience because it's very systematic. You meet someone at the front door, they book you in, you ask what you want, you go to the right table, you have that conversation. That's how you're of service to somebody at the highest level. You stick to a system. You start babbling and you wonder why. Well, I really like that guy and he really liked me, but he went with Danny. Yeah, well, Danny just went in and went boom, 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 right? So there you go. All right. Good job. Clever. Let's try this one more time. Christopher.
I'm here, Danny.
Okay. What
Kathy's still not on. I don't know what's up.
Okay. All right. What was the issue? Just so you and I can talk about it. What was the issue?
Yeah. So it's the same old thing. Like she's not getting anybody on the phone. She's making a shitload of calls.
Yep.
I don't have the number right in front of me. I'm doing something different. Shitload of calls. Not getting anybody on the phone. The people she is getting on the phone have already sold it or relisted. And it's just like this cyclical thing for the past 2 weeks.
Yeah, it's Autumn, what do you think about that? That just came up yesterday too about, caller ID and whatnot. You've had some slow weeks, but there's never been a couple of weeks where somebody didn't answer the phone, has there?
Where one person doesn't answer the phone?
For 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah, sure. Sure, I've had that.
Okay.
It doesn't worry me.
Yeah. Okay.
If I can't find someone after 3 months and like Peter Kiley, then I start wondering if.
No, I mean, he's saying she's not getting anybody on the phone, not a person.
For 2 weeks?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's of concern.
Yeah.
Yeah. What time? Could be the time that she's calling?
She varies her time.
Yeah, the time doesn't have anything to do with it. People, that's a myth in telemarketing.
Yeah, and that's why I've heard you always say that. That's why I said I'm concerned something's not right. And I don't know whether it's technical. It just does she come into the office?
She cannot.
Okay. I'd Zoom a session.
Yeah.
I'd
look over her shoulder somehow.
Yeah, me too. I'd Zoom a session. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would. I'd Zoom a session. Something doesn't feel right to me. Just doesn't make sense. I don't know that anybody in this group has ever said that. I get that you have some unique circumstances down there, but you're going to find out pretty quickly when Doug Winters gets his gal up and going here that I don't know, man. Something doesn't sound right. I'm sniffing the effort's a problem.
Yeah.
But I'm saying that blindly, and so it's not fair to her until you look over her shoulder. But I've just, I've been doing this a long time. I've never really heard that unless the effort was a problem, right? Unless it's flat out a technical problem. I think Doug was really obsessing, yesterday, obsessing in a good way, by the way, Doug, if you're on. Doug was obsessing about the use of the caller ID number because, obviously when he had an out-of-state number moving from California, it was an issue. He was asking for best practices yesterday. And then I think it was just, let's get 2 or 3 different numbers that we can use for the caller ID, Google Voice. I mean, there could be technical things, Chris. So what out of Vulcan 7, what's the technical number she's using? I'd look at that. Does she vary it between a dialer, say Vulcan 7, and through her cell phone? And if you really want to know, take a sample list and dial the phone yourself. If you get a call to answer very quickly, buddy, you got a problem.
Yeah, she's using 3 different phone numbers through Ring Central. So she goes, I don't know exactly the process.
All right, well, have her call your number, see what it looks like when it shows up. Okay?
Yeah, she goes through the dialer through Ring Central. She knows how to do it. I don't.
Yep. Okay. So she goes through the dialer through Ring Central to you. Let's see what that looks like on your phone. Eavesdrop over her, and let's make sure that that's, that there's not a problem there tactically. Okay.
10-4.
Yeah. But just something's either very technically wrong or there's no effort. It's pretty simple to me. I think that's, something's up on one of those things. Okay.
Roger that.
All right. Hey, David Whitehead, you there, buddy? David Whitehead.
Yep.
Okay, pal.
I'm here. Can you hear me okay?
I can. So you sent me some stuff.
Yeah.
Let me see. I have it right here. Try to use. Yeah, hi, Nicole. I just don't want to lose these, David. So in the future, use the Realty Classroom email.
Okay.
Yeah, everybody on this call, Danny.Griffin@therealtyclassroom.com. You want to send your recordings there for me to review. All right. So Nicole and David, we have 3. They don't have names attached and they're not named. So
they're just, I'm trying to actually remember even which ones I sent you, but they're just, some of them are just based,
Yeah, let's listen.
I figured some good ones to start with.
Yeah, let's listen. Here we go. Nicole, you with me too?
Yes, I am.
Okay, good. Here we go.
Eaton, this is Eric.
Hi, Eric. My name is Nicole calling with Whitehead Realty Group. How are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing good. The reason I was calling is I saw that your home online had not sold and just wanted to see if I can send you over some information that will help you sell it the next time. Can I go ahead and do that?
No, we're off the market. We're not moving. We're staying put where we're at right now.
Okay, perfect. All right, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, not terrible. I mean, it needs cleanup, Nicole. Stick to the script, like really verbatim. There's no reason to stop and ask him how he's doing. Right. Same thing with Ann. We've gone through so many. We've gone through so many calls. Like, don't act so familiar, because what you're doing when you do that is, this is a very competitive situation where these folks are probably getting a lot of calls. We can assume that. And so the minute that we act familiar, like, hey, it's me from here, how you doing? Especially with a guy, this guy is agitated quickly. If you just got it out, I saw your beautiful home online and I noticed it didn't sell. So I wanted to send you some information that will help you sell it the next time. May I do that? Every single word in that opening is important. Every single, yeah. And here's why. There are certain laws of human behavior behind them, right? And do you have the X-Mind, the script? Did David give you the X-Mind script?
I do, yeah. I actually printed it out and always have it with me.
Okay, perfect. So
it's easier for me to read.
Yeah, so that's no problem. And in fact, I feel free to type it out. The reason I ask is more from an educational standpoint. I actually put notes in there about what laws of human behavior are at play during this sort of a call. So in the beginning, we have this law of authority. Nicole, Nicole, this is Danny Griffin calling from Griffin Realty Group. The reason I'm calling is because right? So my tone sets that right away. And it doesn't mean you're me or you're masculine or you're weird. You have a good authoritative tone. Well, you have a good authoritative tone, by the way, Nicole. Like
Thank you.
I like it. I think it just needs a little polish here. I just thought your pace and cutting to the chase was I love efficiency. So I'm in on the efficiency. And you didn't get all flustered when the guy said, we're off the market. Really, did your plans change? Just get used to that line. Every time somebody gives you, any of you that, just, did your plans change? See, that open-ended question calms them down, gives them a chance to answer. And Dave's not going to be able to do business with everybody. But if you could put Dave in like 6 to 12 new listings, and then that keeps building, my gosh, I mean, we're good. We're good, right? So we're dealing from a mentality of plenty here. So really, really, really go back to the mind map script, read it, and when you type it out or you bring it around with you, just make sure it's very clear that those words are precise and they matter. And we've beat on them for thousands of these calls, right? Trying to find out what we would term best practices for all of you to keep you safe from the wolf, right? But that was good. That was good. I'll give you an 8. That's not bad early on. I'll give you an 8, right? Because I think you cut to the chase and I like it. Let's go to number 2.
Hello.
Yes, hi. I was looking to speak with John.
Speaking.
Hi, John. My name is Nicole. I'm calling from Whitehead Realty Group, and I was calling because I saw that you're beautiful.
You're calling from where?
Whitehead Realty Group, and the reason I'm calling is we saw online that your home did not sell, and would like to send you some information that will help you sell it the next time. I just want to see if I will be able to do that.
Actually, we had a place picked out that we loved. We were trying to buy it. That deal fell through, and we were happy that it did because we decided to stay the course here.
You decided to stay the course? Okay. So, you wouldn't want anything like for in the future if you decided to sell or had anything else you guys were looking to sell that might be able to help sell it?
Good.
Quicker?
No, we just own the one place, and we decided that this is it. We're not going to move anymore. We've been moving too much.
Gotcha.
But good luck with your contacts. I hope you're successful in your endeavors. Thank you.
Yeah, good. Yeah, same call. But what I like about this one is you don't give up like a shrinking violet, You kind of dig in. Well, and again, just think logically, Nicole, in this case. Do you think if another one came up, you'd sell again? Or is this really one and done? And what I like is these are both definitive answers. Next, throw them out, right? There's nothing here. I mean, we're looking for something that's way more interesting than these two, but you have done the job twice now. You follow me? David and Danny cannot ask you to do anything more. I mean, we can have you clean those calls up, but we can't ask for a better outcome. And the outcome is really where I start with all of you. I want a clear outcome. You got it twice. Bravo. Let's listen to the third one.
Thank you.
Yep, you're welcome. Good job for a rookie.
Hello?
Yes, Ryan?
Yes.
Yes, hi, good morning. My name is Nicole. I'm calling with the Whitehead Realty Group. And I was calling because I saw your beautiful home online and noticed that it didn't sell.
Beautiful.
And was wondering if I send you some information that will help you sell it the next time.
I just took it off the market because I just didn't want to sell it anymore. I had a change of heart.
Okay, so you decided had a change of heart. Okay. Would it be okay if I sold it so, somewhere down the road, if it's, 2-3 years from now, you'll have some information that might help you sell it faster at that point, if you ever do decide down the road?
When it comes to that time, I could reach out.
Okay. Again, these aren't motivated sellers. I mean, it's a lot of, what's interesting is he gave me 3 calls where this is not an avatar, and an avatar means ideal client, right? Just clear. And you've done the job. I think your takeaway here is now that call was the language we gave you, right? Just finish with, may I do that?
Okay.
Yeah, just, you did it fine, but may I do that? Very explicitly state the question that asks for permission, right? May I do that? Right? Just finish it. I think you're tightening up. Got you really good though. I like what you're doing here. There's a good body of work here. And you're just going through calls and you're finding not the avatar, not the avatar, not the avatar. Good. Now go get me something where you don't have some guy filled with testosterone that's short with you, right? Get me a woman. Get me a woman. See, there's a problem with guys, all of us, right? Testosterone. You can hear it in every call, right? Tough guy, tough guy, tough guy. Tough guy, tough guy, tough guy, right? But the guy in the middle was at least he was nice. I hope you're successful in all your endeavors. Okay, all right. What do you want? What do you want? The Oscar? Take it easy, mister. Right? So, right, Mr. Dramatic, right? So, but this is good. You're extremely efficient here. Really, really good. But just you're naturally good at this, and you're not fighting it. The challenge on that end is you'll drop words, right? You'll drop them. And I think the other thing is when you make these calls, Nicole, be athletically ready. I haven't worked with you before, so I need you to understand what that means. When I'm sitting here doing this call today, if you could see my setup, I went into a room and I'm away at my in-laws, with my wife and kids, and I am sitting here and there is the telephone, there is the computer with the camera, the microphone. I am athletically ready for the call. Always be in that spot where you're athletically ready. Because I heard you say, I like to have it with me all the time. I get it. Maybe somebody calls you back. You need to be able to get there. But control all that. You know what I mean? Control all that better. And the reason I said is because of one of these calls was like, you sound confused at the beginning and sounded not ready for that lady. When you make a phone call, as much as this can sometimes be a drone and nobody's answering, you always are ready. It's right there. Boom. It's go time. It should be an easy, natural shift. Don't get caught off guard, right? And start it like this. Nicole, I mean, if you are looking for a man and you hear a man's voice, say the man's name with a question mark. Danny? And let him answer, right? That's how much you can condense the accordion down to be tight and precise. And again, all telemarketers need to be comfortable with quiet time, right? And that's not a natural. You got to be okay with quiet time. And that's hard. I'm a sales guy. I got it. It took me a long time. And Laura will tell you, because she's been in the field with me multiple times. And Anna will actually tell you. We went to a place in Boston one time where there was so much noise going on with this couple and so much wildness. I just sat quietly for a lot of it. Right? Autumn, remember the one in South End?
Yeah, which one are you talking about?
The one in the South End that you came with me, physically.
Oh yes. I'm sorry. I was off topic here. I'm sorry.
Yep. We're all right. Anyway, let's move on. What do we have? Anything else? Because we're overtime here, and those are some good calls. But I'm happy to take some others. So if somebody sent it and you didn't get in line, yep. Go ahead.
Kathy's on. Looks a little bit better.
All right, Kathy. All right, guys. Hang on. There we go. Sorry, Carla, you had a little noise in the background there. Kathy, so yes. We have some concerns going on here. So I've asked Chris to get on a Zoom with you and go through a little bit of the process that you're going through. Okay. And I also want you to call him with your phone so we see what the caller ID is and you know what that looks like, because it doesn't happen where you can't get anybody on the phone. Tell me a little bit about the process you're going through.
Well, it's not that I don't get anybody. I don't speak with, I'm not speaking with enough people. I'm not getting as many appointments as I was. So that was what my concern was in that I'm making a lot of calls. It's not that I'm actually, I speak with a lot of voicemails, which most of the telemarketers do during the day. I leave a lot of voicemails, and often in the past few weeks, I haven't gotten as many leads as I thought I should. Now, the week before, the past 2 weeks, I got a ton of leads. Okay. A bunch of people that were interested in the information. It's just that don't seem to be contacting as many people as I would.
Well, here's the problem. Here's the problem, Chris. This is actually your problem. She's created a list of prospects. Chris, do you and Kathy go over that list of prospects and those people to follow up on?
As often as we should. We're getting
okay.
to that point.
Okay.
A bit of our challenge is that we're not in the same location. We've never even met face to face.
All right, well, hold on. That doesn't matter to me. The data matters to me. If she's already created a lot of prospects, you have nothing else to do but to get on the Teachable site, download the content pipeline. You set it up, you share it with her. The instructions are all there, and she fills in on that pipeline for all of us to see, because I had a completely different understanding of what you're saying. So now I'm going to put the ball back on your back, right? The yoke's back on your neck. This is a management issue before it's a technical issue. She's getting people, Chris. She's just having one of those, anxiety moments as a telemarketer, because Kathy's brain is telling her it's all about the appointments, and it's not, Kathy. Let me train you for a second. It's not. It's about the creation of a database of prospects who are serious, who have received our information, who you have followed up with and properly articulated what the next step is, whether it's getting an appointment set or whether it's getting long-term follow-up until the appointment time is ready, period. So if you have already been effective in creating prospects and you can't see that list and you can't see what they're worth, that's on Chris. Okay?
Well, okay. I've seen the list. It's and I'm following up on it and trying to move it along. And we probably need to talk more.
Every single week like clockwork at one particular time. Every single week like clockwork at one particular time. That's a management issue. Self-management for you and management of the system and you by him. I'm looking, I call myself out on it. Autumn and I will be talking as soon as I hang up, right? Period. That's just the way it is, because it's just a check-in on names. Right. Who's next? Who's beneath that? Your job as an independent contractor, quote unquote, is to make sure that you are building a pipeline that is turning over prospect appointments. And then it's his job inside that work to create the client out of it, right? That's it.
Right.
So he's not even understanding what your issue is. He made us feel like you're not getting anybody on the phone at all. Well,
no, I'm getting people on the phone, but not as many as I would like to, of course, because I would like for everybody to answer.
Yeah.
Be able to send out things to everyone.
Yeah.
I mean, information to everyone. But that's not realistic. But
yeah.
That
well, there are two spreadsheets. There are two spreadsheets. One is the telemarketing tracker. That needs to be filled out every day so we know the metrics, so we can make best guess. Two is the prospect database that's moving people along, because those are the names that actually attach to the metrics that are happening. And if you can't see that, you have no clue what's going on. None.
Right.
None. You're trying to skim cream every day off the top, and that's what's causing your anxiety. Okay. So there. Yep. So there you go. That's the fix, Chris. Very simple. Stick to the yellow brick system and be responsible for it for both of you. Right. That's it. Cool.
Okay.
All right, everybody. Listen, that's enough for today. Appreciate it all. Let's go practice this stuff. I hear tremendous improvement each week here, which is exciting. So, go out and practice this and get me more calls, buy side calls. I'd love to hear some follow-up calls, especially, but I've given you all a major league script platform to work from that has all sorts of outcomes. But just remember, your outcome is to make sure you know what to do next when you hang up. If you don't, then you didn't do your part. Okay. See you next week. Have a good weekend, everybody.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.